So have you ever wished that you learned, life skills in high school a little more than you did? There is a resource that's out now that teaches important topics that really we should all know about. So here to talk about this new website, this new app, it's called Onomi. We have the co-founders, Sam Abramson, and then Sam Rowan, correct?
Yes.
Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thank you. So let's talk about Onomi. First of all, how did you come up with this? What is this app all about?
So we actually came up with Onomi when we were business school classmates.
Okay.
And it's really in kind of regards to this issue that we both experienced when we first graduated school of feeling completely unprepared and under-resourced to tackle all these things that we really needed to know to live life. From things related to personal finance, to careers, to personal development, emotional intelligence, all these sorts of things that kind of slipped through the cracks when we were in school. We decided we wanted to do something about it. So we launched this business really designed to create compelling and fun and educational content, all for free, for young adults to learn about all the things that they really need to know to navigate adulthood.
I can't tell you how many times I'm like, why do I have to learn? Like, I even saw one of your posts, sine, cosine, tangent.
Yeah.
Glad we learned that when I can barely balance a checkbook.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us about that. What are some of the skills that you wish you had learned that you're now providing?
Yeah, so we joke about that all the time. We learned the Pythagorean theorem,
right,
but we never learned how to do our taxes. So the requirements for life are really what we focus on. So the personal finance topics that Sam mentioned, taxes, how to get started with investing, health insurance is really critical, obviously. We talk about career-related topics, optimizing your resume, negotiating salaries. These really, really critical things that, as adults, we need to be thinking about every single day. Home ownership is also one of those where, if you want to be buying a home one day, how does a mortgage work? How do you need to save up? Going through the steps and really simplifying what everyone considers to be like really complex topics, and sometimes ones that will put you to sleep if you're learning about them, making them easy to understand and fun.
Yeah, if I learned in high school how to save for a home, it might be a little easier right now in our housing market.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can deal with that a little more. And you're in San Diego right now. There's a summit going on. So tell us about that. What are you doing with a lot of students?
Yeah, so it's the ASUGSB Summit for Education Technology, and obviously we're working with a lot of students, and we started to partner with colleges and universities across the country. So really we're just here in San Diego trying to talk to as many people as we possibly can about Onomi. There's so many educators here who are working with students to try and help better prepare them for adult life. And we just provide these resources in a way that can really supplement a lot of that teaching that's happening both in the classroom and outside the classroom. And here in San Diego, we're just trying to have as many conversations as we can, spread the word about this new platform that we have, and just try and let young adults know that resources that are free are out there for them, and we really try and make these topics fun and engaging. And that's really kind of how we like to message out about what we do is, it's not your traditional personal finance and careers type of learning that can be very boring and staid. It's very exciting, fun, humorous, and we try and bring a lot of these topics to life in a fun way.
Yeah, go to their Instagram. It is quite humorous. I was laughing at a few of your posts that you had because it's very real life and what we're all kind of thinking, but sometimes don't say out loud. So I appreciate the honesty behind it all. And I will say we covered it during our midday newscast yesterday, the summit that a lot of students were taking part in, and I saw students wearing their suit and ties for their job interview. You're teaching interview skills, things like that, right?
Yeah.
And that's key.
It's essential.
A lot,
yeah, exactly. We want to make sure that people feel better prepared and that there's access to this information where there might have been barriers for people or generations before them, because creating the opportunity for everyone to be able to access this information, one, in a way that they understand, and two, in a way that they don't have to pay for, is really critical to what we're building. Sam mentioned our product's free, and that's what we're all about, and it's always going to be free.
So you went to business school, but you have a free product. How does that work? How do you make money? Is there ads and things like that, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we actually work with companies who sponsor our content.
Okay, gotcha.
So, there are a lot of companies that have products that are very complex, right? Especially in the financial services space.
Okay.
And it's in their best interest as well to educate young adults about how to actually take advantage of their products. And so really that's how we make money as a company.
So then you're not putting it on the consumer, the person that's
exactly.
using
It allows
knowledge.
us to uphold our mission of making sure that this content and this education is free to the end user now and forever.
Gotcha. And this all came through during the pandemic, right? A little positive that came out of it all.
Yes, exactly. August 2020 is when we launched Onomi. As a company, at least, when we started to pursue it full time. And then our product launched in January of 2021. And The pandemic is all we've known, and that's one of the reasons why it's been so exciting to get out to the conference this week for us, because we've got this big in-person event to spread the word and meet a lot of people. But we were born out of the pandemic because one of the reasons was, we had the idea before, but the boom in online learning and people needing to fill their time at home and things like that. And, obviously education spreading and the huge opportunity for us to teach these really critical topics was really just an opportunity that we couldn't pass up, and the pandemic was just the right time.
That's great. I'm glad to see this born during that, and now you can actually shake hands and meet people and talk to them about what you offer.
Yes.
What's the age range of people who should check you out?
So it's a fairly wide range. We've talked to a lot of our youngest users who are late in their high school careers, like seniors, trying to figure out next steps. Obviously, there are a lot of college students who are using the platform, and recent graduates as well, people who are starting to navigate their careers, trying to make early career decisions are some of our biggest power users.
Okay.
Yeah, and we hear from even sort of the older to mid millennial age range of, I wish I had this when I was younger, or I still don't know how to do X or Y. And there are a host of people who still find value in what we're building, but the core is really what Sam described.
Okay, perfect. And then parents who are worried about their kids in that age range, tell them to get on Onomi. I'm glad you're wearing the shirt and the hat so people can find you. The website and Instagram, you have the app and everything, right?
Yeah, we're at onomy.co, onomy.co. That's our website. We have a really fun newsletter as well, obviously completely free, that we send out with tips and tricks about how to navigate adulthood and careers and personal finance. Obviously, we're big on TikTok and Instagram as well, so please go check us out.
Thank you, Sam and Sam. Congrats on your success so far. We wish you continued success. We will take a quick break and be right back.